If not for the incredibly bad performance issues that this game had at launch on Switch 1, I would say Generation 9 of Pokemon is one of the best generations, hands down, of Pokemon. So today, and for several videos after today, we are going to be playing Pokemon Violet for the Nintendo Switch 2, the sequel. That's right. Ready up, and we're going to get into the game. Enrolled at Uva Academy. And hey, autosave, that's pretty nice. Leading the way into the future while valuing our individuality at Uva Academy. Oh, everything's moving so smooth! It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. Director Clavel, head of Uva Academy. Paldea is a sprawling region, bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. Rat. Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas, in the skies, even in our cities and towns. We humans coexist with Pokemon as we both help one another to thrive and live. Uva Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together and eat salt off of a mushroom. And as Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemon do battle, growing alongside them. While our robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential. It is within these halls that you will find your friends, your Pokemon, and your true self. We, the faculty and staff at Uva Academy, can't wait to welcome you with open arms. Whoa! Cybernetic dragon lizard guy, he's flying! Little birds. So many Tauros. Mew. Flamingos! The lighthouse. You missed, buddy? Bro? More bird. We've got pumps. You know, just catching up on coursework or goofing off, maybe. That's me. And we're off. Oh, man. Again, so weird. See, in 60 frames per second in Scarlet and Violet. Man. Anyway, this is our room. Is this a Switch 1? This one's got a bigger screen. Ooh. Squirrel. Who let this wild animal into my house? substitute doll on the shelf there. I never noticed that before. Muncha. Mother. Good morning, What a Geek. Oh, already in your uniform and everything. Well, it is your first day at your new school, after all. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. School contacted me and said that you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. And right on cue. Maybe that's the very thing we were waiting for. What a Geek, get the door, would you? Yes, Mother. Before I go forgetting, though, I'm going to change the options here. Text speed, we're going to set to fast. Everything else, I think I will set differently later on. Hello, do forgive the intrusion. You are Master What a Geek, yes? On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. Ah, and also for my delay in introducing myself. How many Premier Balls you got here, Clavel? I am the director of UVA Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. The director, and you came in person to help my son with his first day? Well, I am responsible for the entire Academy, including any failures on its part. So here at last are the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. In a paper bag. I bought my clothes with this. Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you've come all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? No need to trouble yourself. What a Geek, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back up to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your bag and your hat as well. Now, Mr. Clavel, you simply must join me for a cuppa. This way. Well, how can I refuse such a kind offer? Hold on, I'm gonna go get dressed. Don't mind the thumping that's coming from downstairs now. That I'm completely out of eye shot of Mom and this older man. Heck yeah. Now I'm all clothed. We've already figured out that the X button opens the menu and we can access our adventure guide in the key items. I wonder if we have the ability right now to change how we look. That's the notifications. If you hit right on the D-pad, left on the D-pad currently does nothing, up also does nothing, and down activates the camera, but probably not best to activate your camera while at home. There's nothing good to take pictures of. Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yes, the uniform of a storied academy suits you quite well indeed. Oh gracious, how very careless of me. I had entirely forgotten that I have something else for you, Master What a Geek. A most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director out and see, shall we? Just adjust my hat real quick. Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs. There they are! We provide each student entering the Academy a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which among these three you'd like to have as your partner. Sprigatito, the Grass Cat Pokemon. Fuecoco, the Fire Croc Pokemon. And Quaxley, the Duckling Pokemon. They're all very good company, why they usually refuse to even leave my side. Well, hi guys. What's this? So it turns out they're more interested in you, Master What a Geek, than familiar old me. I do wish I could stay and see which one you'll choose, but I must be off to my next home visit. I'll be at the house just over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up. Now if you'll excuse me, until next we meet. What a manly fellow that director of yours is. That's my other name. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, right? Not an easy task. Why not take this opportunity to walk about with these little ones and get to know them? I'm sure they have lots to teach you. Oh, but before you go, I got you a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it with you if you're going out on your own. Is it food? Oh, can I eat it? It's a brand new phone. According to the instructions, you can check the map app by pressing the Y button. It'll help keep you from getting lost, so take good care of your new gadget, okay? Now off you go. Have fun. Hi, little creatures. How you do? Whoop. Coco spotted a thing. How'd you do? What'd you see? He sure loves it, whatever it is. Yeah, let's check the map here. We can use the map. We can also set destinations. And then follow the waypoint on the map to, you know, figure out where we want to go. And then flying taxis, you can just fly wherever you found a flight point. Very handy. Now, this default map, where it rotates the map alongside where you're facing, it's not good. I don't like it. I like, instead, locking the map so that every time you open it, it goes to the north. Yeah. This second option just locks this map. But out here, in the overworld, the mini-map is still unlocked, so it's a little bit different there. Anyway, enough rambling, enough fixing things that I'm not really that big a fan of. Now let's walk with our little dudes. Oh, Quaxley. Oh, dear. No, it's alright. What'd you see there, Sprigatito? Low poly flowers. Heck yeah. Director, I don't think I want the duck. It's not really keeping up. Oh, 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 oh! Well, I respected the hustle until the halfway point. Alright, and now we've unlocked the ability to run by tilting the stick as far as it can go. Even though I had been doing that the entire time. I don't know why you need to unlock the ability to move a little bit faster in today's day and age, but oh well. That's a big house. Where'd the little guys? Oh, oh no, they're loose. My man loves his food. Uh-oh. Not the burnt apple. Are you these three's trainer?
Not quite. Master Watergeek has yet to make his choice, you see. I do wonder which of them he will choose as his first Pokemon.
Okay, I'll put it over there.
Hi.
Buenas, we haven't met, have we?
I must say I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon.
Hang on, Director, is this who I think it is?
Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Watergeek. He will be attending as of today. Also, he's your neighbor.
So you're that kid who moved in up the road. I've been dying to find out more about you. I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Love that enthusiasm. We're gonna get along just fine.
Mr. Mona is president of our own student council and a champion-ranked trainer in her own right.
Absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now, you and me.
Easy now, you two will be in the same class, so you'll have plenty of time to battle later. And get to know one another better, of course.
We're gonna be neighbors and classmates? Nice. We'll be able to battle all we want.
On that note, Master Watergeek, have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner?
Who indeed? Well, on my very first playthrough I went with Coco, and on my second one I went with Sprigatito. This will be my third playthrough. I might as well go with the third option here. And change the shadows in the environment.
That's Quaxley, a water-type Pokemon. May seem quiet, but its mighty streams of water can put out any fire. You'll see.
Would you like to go with our good water-type Pokemon Quaxley here?
Yeah, sure. Pom-pom.
What do I want to give Quaxley as a nickname? I like going with verbs, monosyllabic verbs for my name scheme.
Ta-da! A duck.
Quaxley seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Watergeek. This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. You're a natural.
Watergeek, I can't believe you actually chose Quaxley. I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo.
Nemona's great.
Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, Director Clavel?
Oh, but did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nemona?
Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Watergeek while he raises his own new partner.
Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master Watergeek here, I shall be more than happy to allow it.
Yes! Since Watergeek chose Quaxley, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Coco. Welcome to the team. Craw. Little guy. Alright then, now that we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready.
As you may have noticed, Miss Nemona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It will help you get to know your own Pokemon as well.
But I know my Pokemon. He's the little guy. There he is. He's Quaxley.
So yeah, you can kind of just run around with your Pokemon. But if they can't catch up to you, they will just warp back to you in their own Pokeball. Yoomp. Over here. I'm coming.
Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon by their side, and it's our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow stronger through battle. So, you ready to battle me, Watergeek?
Yeah, sure.
Perfecto! I'm so excited. For this battle, I think I'll use...
Miss Nemona? I trust you remember that Master Watergeek is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling.
Whoops. Good call, Director. I was about to send one of my usual partners right off the bat. Send out one of them. I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy instead.
Alright. Time for our first rival battle.
Come on, Watergeek, let's have us a fruitful battle.
And she starts with the starter that is weak to yours.
I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun.
Nah, I'm going full throttle. Here we go. Water gun. If you're somehow new to Pokemon, there's a type advantage chart. For example, water is good against fire types. And inversely, fire is not very good against water. And now that I've knocked Coco down to a third of his health, his fire type attacks will start getting more powerful. But that doesn't matter. We knocked him out. Nice snappy level up. And we defeated Nemona.
Wow, not bad, neighbor. Look at you winning your first battle ever. You've got even more potential than I thought. You're going to be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again, just one more battle.
Master Watergeek and his Quaxley are surely weary already from that last battle.
Sorry, I got kind of caught up in all the excitement. I'm really sorry, Watergeek. Same to your Quaxley, too.
Let's battle again soon.
Oh, definitely. We'll definitely battle more.
You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Miss Nemona? I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself.
You bet, sir.
Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. I hope it's not malware. Wow, she just installed it like that. The Pokédex app. Pokédex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself.
Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now.
Ugh, filling out a Pokédex by hand? Can't even imagine how much work that would take.
Oh, no, I suppose you can't. Yet, no matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. That is truly a timeless pleasure. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. I hope you both will work hard toward the goal of completing your own Pokédexes. Now, Mr. Mona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Could I depend on you to see Master Watergeek to the Academy? You would be doing me quite the favor.
Of course, leave it to me.
Then I leave him in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time you and I were on our way.
You expect a cat to follow you? Well, it worked, so...
Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokédex along with all my battling. Oh, right. Speaking of Pokédexes, what a geek, you probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the Academy. Come with me. Mew.
Well, off she goes. Guess we'll follow her. We can press the minus button as the hotkey for opening the Pokédex. Now, I do want to fill out the Pokédex at least a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to try to gun for it as my main goal. Usually that is my main goal when playing Pokemon games, is, like new Pokemon games, is complete the Pokédex as fast as possible so I can get the Shiny Charm. But maybe not this time. Since it's going to be recorded for YouTube, don't want to spend too much time on capturing every little thing I see. It would make for a bit of a slow slog. But if I have the opportunity to catch things, I might as well. I just won't go out of my way for it, you know?
Oh, what a geek. I hear that Nemona here will be taking you to school. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So you've already managed to make a friend. And I read about all the wonderful teachers you'll have looking at you after you at the school. Plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend Nemona, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Now, you'll be staying in school dorms, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. Here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day.
The sandwich from Mom. It's a key item. I cannot eat this. I can't use it even. It's a key item.
Oh, maybe you'll better take these too.
Potions. Always handy.
Use them on that precious little partner of yours sure to get hurt in battle. I know that every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Just try to savor them all, the good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Oh, alright then. You two had better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school.
Bye, Mother.
Your mother's so nice, what a geek. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch the wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos!
Paldea, a Pokemon region based on Spain. So we're going to have a little bit of Spanish sprinkled in with at least Nemona's dialogue. Not too many other characters, I think, sprinkle in any Spanish, but it's going to be nice to see it. So, up ahead, we're going to learn how to catch Pokemon. And that brings up the topic, what team am I going to be using for this playthrough? Well, I had an idea for that. We're going to open booster packs to determine what my teammates will be. And for this first booster pack that we open, I'm going to use 6 of the things I find in there. So let's have a look. Oh, here you go. Alright, so here we have our 10 cards from Scarlet Violet base set, and whatever I pull in here are gonna be the options for my team for the game. So let's have a look. Tandemouse. Maybe I should get a little closer. There we go. Tandemouse. Pokegear. That's not a Pokemon. I can't use that. Floette. Palmy. Scovillain. Oh, I love the Scovillain line, so that's very tempting. I love that idea. Oinkologne. Breloom. Energy Retrieval, that's also not available in the game. Dedenne. And Slowbro as our rare. Not as many actual Paldean Pokemon that I would have liked to see, but there we go. That's our list here. So what I'm thinking is absolutely these three. Pawmi, Tandemaus, and Scovillain. So now that leaves these guys. And I'm gonna have other booster packs to open later on. For if I want to swap out any of my team for any single thing. But I'll only do that after a few badges or so. So for now, I'm thinking Oinkologne for another early Pokemon to run with. Slowbro for the type coverage. I don't have any water or psychics on the team so far. And let's see. We don't have a fairy yet, so Floette, I guess? The Flabebe line? This looks good for now. So that's gonna be the team for the first little bit there. Good start. And later on, after a few badges, we'll open up another pack and maybe rotate out some of these guys.
Alright, that was fun, wasn't it? Now then, let's go ahead and move on to Poco Path so we can catch our first team member, which we're going to keep Quaxley on the team for a little bit until we fill out the actual team, but he won't be a mainstay.
Alright, this here's Poco Path.
Look at all them bugs and some pigs.
It's the path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here, things are different than in town. You're going to see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle, but you've got Quaxley for that, right? If you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use a good old Pokeball. I've got tons, have a few.
5 Pokeballs. That should be enough for pig. Oink oink.
Oh, what luck. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, what a geek.
Alright, here we go. Pig. Classic Pokemon formula of deal damage to it to weaken it. And then when you think you're ready, throw a Pokeball. Hup. Nice. We got Lechonk. Pig. Pokemon spurns all but the finest of foods. Its body gives us off an herb-like scent that bug Pokemon detest. And because Lechonk evolves into Oinkologne and we pulled that card, we're going to be using it on the team. Let's see. It gives off an aroma, so maybe Waft? Cha-ching! New Pokemon has been registered.
Hala, that was awesome. You caught the very first Pokemon you went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every catch works out. Ooh. Weaken the Pokemon, then throw the Pokeball. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some of them.
I will not be doing that. At least, maybe not all of them.
Let's meet back up at that lighthouse over there. You can see our school from the top.
So we can walk into wild Pokemon, or we can throw our own Pokeballs at them to initiate battle with them. So we also have an auto heal button. Whatever is the most optimal healing item in your inventory at the time when you push the minus button on your Pokemon will be what is used to restore their health. Very handy. It saves you some inventory management. We got another Lechonk here. It's just minding its own business, but if we throw a Pokeball from behind to initiate battle, we'll catch it off guard and we'll get ourselves a free turn. We can also rotate the camera as we want during these battles. Look at him go. But if you want a more traditional behind the, like over the shoulder view of
the battle, you can just click in the right stick, and if you have a compatible camera angle, it'll just go right behind the shoulder. And some moves after that point will, oop, hello, little guy. You're just gonna be following me like this? Some moves after that point will, lock the camera back to, give it dynamic camera angles is what I'm meaning to say. I'm hoping to catch some of these Pokemon off guard, but if you're familiar with Pokemon in general, you'll start to see, oh yeah, these guys look familiar. In fact, I should probably try to score a little bit of damage off this guy, because he's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. It's Hoppip. I'm trying to click in the right stick here, but I have a bad camera angle, so it can't actually lock behind my little dude. But anyway, throw a Pokeball, and ba-bam, we got it. Hoppip was caught and added to the Pokedex. We're not going to be using it, but it is, when catching Pokemon, you still gain experience, so really, why not? And it's early, too, so we're still getting to meet all the Pokemon around here, including Tarantula, your typical Route 1 bug of the new region. This one's very defensive, and it evolves into a very defensive thing, too. You can also see a couple more in the tree over there. Nice way of finishing the battle quickly. And we leveled up. Quaxley learned a new move, Work Up. Cha-ching! I do want to get at least one more level on Lechonk if possible. And if you ever want your Pokemon to go out and get an item themselves, you can send them out in Let's Go mode, which is the right bumper instead of the right trigger. And they'll go a set distance away from where you're currently standing, if they can. And there you go. Sometimes they'll also pick up shinies from the ground, and it's usually berries. I didn't even see the flashing little light on the ground to indicate there was a berry, but hey. At least the truffle finder Lechonk was able to find it. Do I have another bad camera angle? I sure do. Another Route 1 bug here. We got Scatterbug. And to you Gen 6 fans who know about Vivian, Scatterbug only has the one pattern in... Or sorry, Vivian has only one pattern in this game by default. But if you bring in Vivian from Pokemon Go, then it can actually have different patterns, which is nice. Alright, let's go get that other bird. If you press the B button, you can slink into the ground, otherwise known as crouching. Good job, me. And you can sneak up on Pokemon without them noticing you. Not super helpful, but it's, I guess, nice to have. It's not as useful as it was, rather, in Legends Arceus. Floating Pokeball, oh my goodness. Really filling out the Pokedex and my team. We learned Disarming Voice, a fairy-type attack. Another one for the Dex. And anytime you defeat or capture a Pokemon, you get materials, which are useful for making technical machines. We'll see more of what that entails later on. Another thing about Let's Go mode with these Pokemon is if you send out a Pokemon against another one in Let's Go mode, they'll do an auto battle with them. And the game will run a simulated battle to see which one comes out on top. You get small amounts of experience this way, but it is also a great way of getting Pokemon materials that you're looking for. Just really fast. So, where it's not great for leveling, it is great for gathering materials and just, you know, knocking out a bunch of Pokemon all at once. Or all in a row, rather. And hey, up ahead, we got another new thing. That right there is Palmy, and if you recall, we did pull one of them in the booster packs, so we got another team member here. One attack and then a Pokeball seems to do it fine, so we'll just hope it works here, and booyah. Palmy was caught. Everyone's leveling here today. Hoppip learned Tail Whip. Got a piddly little tail, but let's give Palmy a nickname. How about Zap? And we'll add to the party. Let's get rid of Scatterbug. Now, classic Pokemon fans will think, well, now I have to go find a PC to swap out my Pokemon. Not the case. Head to your boxes in the main menu, and bam, you just have access to your Pokemon boxes from here. You can check on what your Pokemon looks like, or see what their stats are at a glance. So, for example, our Lechonk here, we can see that its nature gives it plus speed minus defense. And our new Palmy here, plus special attack minus special defense. But it is very fast and has pretty strong physical attack at only level 5. Poor Lechonk here, not quite as good at some things. But that's gonna be, it might be a different story as we go on here. But enough dawdling on Poco Path, let's move on. Oop, we got another shiny real quick. Pick that up. It's a Chesto Berry.
Hey, what a geek, you getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon okay? Let me see, so far you've caught... Whoa, what was that?
Go. Pokemon Go?
Never heard that kind of cry before. Could be some strong Pokemon or something. So we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, what a geek. Just be careful. There's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here, so steer clear. And I know your Rotom phone can help keep you safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyway.
What do you mean, keep me safe? Does it, like, broadcast warning signals for me or something? Or is it going to be way more helpful than that because this is a fantastical land and not really that based on reality? Oh, weird shadows going on. Don't worry about it. Hello? Anyone there? What's that purple thing? Not the lizard being assaulted by tiny dogs. Ooh, that's a strong yell. Well, it's really strong. I'm falling! Oh gosh! Thank God for phones. Well, there they go. Hello, Tron. The mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you can give it something to help it perk up. You want my phone? It doesn't seem like that'll do the trick. Maybe try something else. You want my pig? Oh, I can't access my pig. Here's a sandwich. Is it gluten-free? Hell yeah, lettuce. Give me that. Whole ass sandwich. Now I'm gonna go hungry. Thanks, lizard. I guess. Yep, that sure is a cave over there. Alright, bye. Can you help me out of here? I kind of fell. Agias indeed. Oh.
Thrusters activated. Coming or what? Yeah, I'm on my way. Alright, see you in a bit. But I wanted a picture. Dang. Oh, there he is. Thought he disappeared into the darkness. I'm coming. Now, I'm trying to walk faster than this, but it's not letting me. Gonna have to wait for this Pokemon to move on ahead. Slowly moving forward.
Oh yay, what a geek! There you are, what a geek. You okay? You're not hurt, right?
I'm managing.
Thank goodness, I was really worried. Have you gotten hurt because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry? No, never mind that. Right now we gotta focus on getting you back up here. Just gotta find some way to climb out of there. If you can get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my Pokemon's moves.
You mean Fuecoco?
Hey, what's that Pokemon in front of you? It's super strong. Kinda seems like it's waiting for you. You wanna follow it?
Oh, dogs. Get back here. Oh, alright. Yeah, but mine.
Whoa, that was amazing! That Pokemon might be as strong as mine. Maybe stronger.
Would you say a legendary Pokemon? Hi, dog. Demon dog. Hi, Mongoose. You wanna fight, or... Let's fight. What are you doing in a cave, anyway? I thought Yungoos were supposed to be, like, daytime creatures, so they hang out where it's sunny? Is that wrong of me to think? Yeet. More experience. At least catching is super slick and fast and easy to do. This little creature, la criatura. We are in a Spanish-speaking nation, so la criatura. Diglett. Yeah. Oh, didn't work. Everybody loves Diglett. We're just gonna throw a ball. It worked. New move on Fletchling. New dex on Diglett. Very low HP stat. I was kind of worried that my Route 1 normal type would actually knock out the very low HP Diglett. So, that's why I threw a ball immediately. Oh no, the gang. And one bringing up the rear. Dang, with the hyper voice? Hang on. Saw an item. I'm coming.
Hey, heads up, some pretty rough and rowdy Houndour live in this cave. Glad you got your bodyguard, but watch out, they're pretty strong.
Sure would be a shame if the evolved form of Houndour came down and attacked me. But that won't happen, it's just a tutorial dungeon, right? Let me through. I want it through. Can we go through? Let me through. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it straight up pulverized that rock. How powerful even is it? Wonder what that move was. Man, I want to see it up close. What do you look out? Something's coming. Behind you! It's behind you!
Oh, hello. He's just trotting up. I mean, nothing's wrong. How you doing? Oh no, Doom. Fight! Level 40? We got this. Let's go.
Oh, hey! No, don't run from a fight, you fool. You totally had that. Oh. Oof. He gave me a sandwich. Back off. Hey, friend, you should probably use that multi-target attack again. You can do it. Or maybe not. The sandwich giver is in danger. Must rescue.
Oi! Up here! Quick! Way to go! For a second, I thought you were both goners.
The lighthouse. Thanks, friend. Sure was nice of you to help me out like that. You good? Oh no, his sandwich power's low.
Whoa, what's wrong?
Instead of lithium batteries, it runs off of lithium sandwiches.
Maybe it used up all its power? What is this Pokemon anyway? Kinda looks like a Cyclizar, but I've never seen one quite like this before. Now it looks so different from a minute ago. You think it's okay?
Hard to say. I haven't met this thing before.
You can't tell either, huh, what a geek? Well, all that aside, I'm seriously glad to have you back up here in one piece. You know, that battle down there was really something. You and this fella looked perfectly in sync facing down that Houndoom.
But what of my pig?
What? You didn't even tell it what to do? I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? Oh good, looks like it perked up a little. Do you think this fellow was the one making that mysterious cry we heard before?
Youse.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, the more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you do become its trainer, you gotta let me battle against it. Let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch if we somehow get separated again.
She says this, but you can't actually make calls to people on your phone. Just like a real smartphone.
And here, this'll let you teach your Pokemon a move to help it battle stronger opponents.
Ooh, Swift.
Think before you use it though, TMs can only be used once.
Oh yeah, we're back to this formula again, but they'll make up for that in a bit.
You've both been through enough for a minute. I think we better take a breather. Let's just get to the lighthouse. That'll be a good spot to relax.
Now we can make Swift at the TM machine. Which sounds redundant, like an ATM machine. But no, TM machine makes sense. Hello? Why that little? What are you doing out here? You know this thing? You like sandwiches. You like sandwiches? I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off.
Wait, I know you. Aren't you Arven? You're enrolled in the humanities track, right? And aren't you the son of that Pokemon professor, Professor Turo?
Doesn't matter who my dad is. The real issue here is what in the world this Pokemon is doing out here. And what is it with this form it's in? Man at the bottom of the cliff, it ate my sandwich.
See, we heard the strange cry and we tried to investigate, but What a Geek fell off a cliff, idiot. That Pokemon saved him, but it seemed like it wore itself out in the process. It got kinda slumpy afterward. But you should have seen it before. It looked totally different. It was unbelievably strong.
Well, yeah, as it should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Miraidon takes in battle, that's its true form.
Miraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How'd you know it?
Yes. You can't go in the lab, it's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around, but given the uniform, you go to the academy too, do you? Miraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special.
Special how? What sort of Pokemon is it?
You think you're up to ordering Miraidon around? Then how about I test your worthiness?
Yes.
Well, look at you, quite the little go-getter. I've been feeling all out of sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast these doldrums away. Pokemon trainer Arven! Sent out Squavit. Squirrel! Alright, Miraidon's gonna be watching this battle go down. It's the battle of the two Route 1 normal types. These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want it gone. Good thing I healed, apparently. Who can tackle the hardest? We'll find out here and now. The pig's got the advantage over the squirrel. It's gonna be close. Oh no, an intimidating tail wag. What will happen next? Who could have seen it coming? Another full-bodied tackle from the pig took out the squirrel. Seems you know a thing or two about battle.
Wow, what a geek, that was awesome!
Guess I wasn't ever gonna stand a chance using some Pokemon I'd only just caught. But if you really think you can take Miraidon off my hands for me, you'll need this. It's the Pokeball that Brute's been kept in. It's a key item.
So why'd you have it?
Anyway, that thing's your problem now, not mine. Good luck.
What? Oye! Can you not hear me or something? Fine, be that way, but you better actually show up for school. What a weirdo.
My other name.
Do you have sandwich? This is not sandwich, let me out. That Arven guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. But alright, we gotta climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view of our school.
Where'd she go? Where could she have gone? Anything over here that's of note? Probably something hidden. Hi, boys. Get him, pig. New move on Hoppip, but it, because we're doing an auto battle, it doesn't actually prompt you to learn the attack, but you can go back into the menu later and say, relearn moves, which is nice. Also, Switch 2 version, it can render Pokemon pretty far away now, and a pretty good number, too. Switch 1 version definitely did not have this many Pokemon on screen at once. Anyway, Lechonk's gonna do a couple of battles and then come back to me as I go up this ladder. Hi, Nimona. Anything else? Nothing else? Hi.
Look, what a geek, that's Mesa Goza. And the huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. It's gonna be so great having you in the same class, what a geek.
All that schoolwork.
Don't think of it as schoolwork, think of it as tons of chances to learn about Pokemon battling. Isn't it awesome what you can see from up here? Mountains, forests, grassland. Beautiful nature stuff, as far as the eye can see.
I wish she would have said that on things that were actually rendered, but oh well.
And you know what's waiting for you all over these natural spaces? Tons of Pokemon. Consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea! But anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to get to school from here. Let's make it to Los Platos for starters. It's right on the way. Vamos, come on.
Another thing I really like about this game is the music. They were cooking with this music, this whole soundtrack. Before I go putting it in like way far behind in levels, I should probably start using this this Palmy of mine. Let's see how it does against the chunk here. Not great. Really not great. You'll also notice that we have a new battle theme. And it seamlessly transitioned from the overworld running around theme to this one. So we do have some dynamic music in Scarlet and Violet, which is nice. Now, the reason I'm fighting it as normal instead of doing an auto battle is because, again, auto battle doesn't give you that much experience, but fighting them normally in regular battle does give you a lot of experience. Note that everyone just gained a lot of experience. Pretty nice. I'm gonna auto heal zap there. Hey, let's battle. Okay, let's do it. You're supposed to spot me, right? You're supposed to spot me, right? Do you see me yet? So in Paldea, trainers don't automatically say, hey, let's fight as soon as they see you. You have to be the one to initiate the battle.
If you talk to a Pokemon trainer like me, it means we're gonna battle.
Youngster Elian with a couple of Poco Walkers around his belt. Alright, let's do battle. There we go, that's some more damage. That's some good damage compared to the Lechonk I was fighting earlier. Oh no, not Struggle Bug. Struggle Bug lowers my special attack, so my Thunder Shock is not going to be doing that much more damage. What about Quick Attack? It's probably going to be the same amount of damage I would have done with Thunder Shock. Probably can't take another 2 hits or even a single critical hit of Struggle Bug. Ooh. Got it. Unfortunately, the dynamic camera is not working here, but if it was, it would zoom in on him as he did his "aw, dang it" pose. Get some cheeky experience here with the Fletchling. Now, if there's a type advantage in effect with the Pokemon doing auto battles, then it will calculate that accordingly when you know, they go at each other. So, electric type versus flying types probably have an inherent advantage. There you are. I saw this little guy. It's Azurill. A male Azurill. I think that's the rarer one of the two. Let's try a ball. Gotcha. New moves. Echoed Voice and Fairy Wind. Cha-ching. You can claim a reward for the progress you've made in your Pokedex. So if we open up the Pokedex menu with minus, and go into the Pokedex, press the X button, and boom, we get 3 bags of Stardust. So it does incentivize you with rewards for filling out pages of your Pokedex. So even if you don't aim to complete the whole thing, at least you can get some rewards for what you do fill out. At this point, I started following the river down, and I found and caught 3 new Pokemon. A Psyduck, a Weasel, and a Magikarp. As we progress a little further down here, the main reason why you'd want to come down here in the first place is not these returning faces, but maybe a new one. You can kind of see them up by the beach over there. They look like Diglett, but they're not quite that. It's Wiglet! I think this is called a Divergent evolution? Something like that. It's not at all related to Diglett, it just looks like Diglett. And there's another Pokemon that was introduced in this generation that resembles a Cantonian Pokemon that is not at all related evolutionary-wise to it, but it does physically resemble it. Coming up from the river and taking a right, we enter into this open field wherein I find a Happiny and catch it. Swimming in the water, there's a little brown guy. What's that about? Well, first let's do a bad idea. And try to fight this flamingo with our little pig. This is Flamigo, a very fun name. It is a flying and fighting type single stage Pokemon, which means this early in the game, it is actually pretty strong. Even its basic peck attack is going to be doing a lot of damage. But it's not very specially strong, so if it's copycatting your special attacks, it's, not going to be doing much damage to you back. But as I understand it, speedrunners like to gun for this Pokemon immediately. And then go through the game with a Flamigo, because it is strong for a good bit of the game, honestly. I've seen it in action even outside of a speedrun setting, so Flamigo, very good pick for early game to nearly late game. And despite being the synchronized Pokemon, it doesn't ever get the ability Synchronize. It just dances in synchronicity with its team. Right there, we have a new regional variant of a Pokemon. This is Paldean Wooper, a poison ground type. Previously it was water ground type, now it's got some poison to it. Getting the ball. Look at that Flamigo bouncing up and down. Just watching it. Floating pig. It's dangerous for Wooper to travel alone. Take this. Got some more familiar yellow people over there. Yellow folk, yellow Pokemon over here. It's Drowsy. Look at them hands. What are them fingers doing? And right above Drowsy is a little guy. What's that little guy doing? You can kind of hear the sound effect of him being there. Looks like he's got a coin on his back. That, hanging out up there on up in that window of the ruins, is a Gimmighoul. And Gimmighouls, if you walk up to them and interact with them, they drop Gimmighoul coins. This is the only way to get Gimmighoul coins in the game, is to find these random Gimmighouls out in the field, or fight one in battle. You can't actually fight any of those ones that are just sitting around like that. But if you find one that's hidden inside a chest, like a Mimic in a traditional RPG, then you can fight that one, battle it, capture it, whatever you want to do. Whatever ends up happening with that one, they drop a ton of Gimmighoul coins. At this point, I'd made a quick detour over into these ruins to catch a Ghastly. And then I started fighting this trainer who was talking about a door, a very weird door nearby. In the battle, he used a Squawkabilly, but he went down pretty easily thanks to my Palmy's electric attacks. Wandering a little bit behind him, we found a Choodle, and also the weird door he was talking about, a giant purple door. Herein lies sealed the ruinous tablets, but we can't do anything with it yet, so we started heading back towards the main path. On the way there, caught us a Sunkern. Alright, we're back to the main path. Got some deerling. We'll run into them in a second. I've just been putting off going to the Pokemon Center. And look at this guy! How are you doing? Don't worry, we'll interact with you in a second. More fairies. Oh, there's so many fairies around here.
Oh yeah, what a geek, over here! This here's a Pokemon Center. You can come here to take care of a lot of things related to your Pokemon. Very open air. But I'll leave the explanation to the pros here. Happy to be of service and welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. Here on my left is the Pokemon counter. You can buy things like Pokeballs and potions.
Hello, we accept payment both in cash and league points. 1 LP is worth a Poké dollar. And to my right, this to my right is a technical machine, TM machine for short. It's your ticket to making TMs, which you can use to teach moves to your Pokemon. You'll need to pay an LP and supply the machine with materials that Pokemon drop. LP comes in handy both at these machines and at stores. I've got a lot. Here, have some.
We got some life points.
Oh yeah, and some of these too.
Lots of Pokemon materials.
At the Union Circle, you can connect with other trainers to find yourself some adventuring companions. Come visit us at the Pokemon Center anytime you need any help. We will, thanks. Remember, had a rough adventure, get to the Pokemon Center. Sometimes you have to know this sort of stuff for quizzes at school, but mnemonics help out. Here's another one. Are you ready? Then let's go. Goofy, sure, but it helps you remember you can send your lead Pokemon out with the R button. That way you can have the Pokemon that's walking with you pick up items lying around or go battle on its own or other stuff like that.
This is the thing I've been doing a lot. If they're too tired to battle, they just won't battle. But auto battles are useful for gathering materials and stuff. Let's heal my Pokemon.
Good and plenty.
And for a little while here, did you know? Anytime you go to a healing station, you'll get a little tutorial pop up for all the new players that don't really know what to do. And I need some more Pokeballs, please. I'm gonna take 10. And for every 10 Pokeballs you buy, you also get a free Premier Ball, which is the same capture rate as a Pokeball. I'm good on potions as well. I don't think I need anything else. Let's check out the TM machine. You can filter for learnable moves. So we can also just look at these TMs here. We can learn Mud Slap, Protect, the Fang moves. Ooh, Thunder Fang could be good for Palmy. But I don't have the materials needed for it. Some of these I've learned already because of the TMs I found out in the field. Ralts Dust. Oh, Nimona must have given me those. Air Cutter, Rock Blast, Rest. Alright. There are a couple of good, cool things here, but unfortunately can't learn a couple of them, so no big deal. Alright, before we move on into Cabo Poco, or no, sorry, what's it called again? Los Platos. Let's go back over here, and hey! I see you. Hello, Ralts. It's level 6, so I think it does know Confusion by now. Oh boy. Well, so much for that. Might be a little while before we find another one of them, because if I recall right, they are a little bit hard to find. All the fairies disappeared. Oh, never mind. They're both over here. We got a new Pokemon for Paldea here. It's Fido! Because he's made of dough! And he's a dog, so he's Fido. Look at him go. Look at him dough. Isn't he great? He's pretty great. Fido was caught. This Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. Some of them even stuck him in a furnace because their foster brother Jonathan Joestar was really annoying them. Oh yeah, I should probably claim that. I see a Ralts in the background, so I'll go catch that. 10 Great Balls for free, and a Thunderstone on the way. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Alright. Lechonk, don't crit it this time. It's very easy to get distracted by shiny things in the background, like beacons of things showing up for you. So even if you say you're gonna do one thing, you see something in the background, you're like, wait, I'm gonna go get that first, and then I'll come back to what I was doing. Very easy habit to get into, and probably gonna be how I'm gonna be playing for the rest of this game.
If you can beat me, I'll tell you a cool secret.
I want to know a secret. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you, little kid. Oh, uh-oh. It's the fated match. Pig versus pig. Get him, Waft. Ooh, half the health. Let's go. Don't be too disarmed. Tackle. Body. What's the secret? Oh, she's sad now. Tell me your secrets. Pokemon Centers will heal all your Pokemon for free! What do you mean you already knew that? Oh. I did know that. No offense there. Alright, Los Platos. Did I do it again? No, Cabo Poco was the other thing. Los Platos. It's kind of a village, kind of a town. Kind of anything in between. Hey, we can get some ice cream and get some meal powers. So these meal powers here will affect how you explore for a little bit of time, for about half an hour. For example, the Humongo Power Ice means that when you find ice types out in the field, sometimes they'll have a large figure about them, which is purely for aesthetics and not really for any sort of stat gain or anything. Catching Power Dark, you get a better chance of catching dark types. You get Egg Power, which raises the chance of finding eggs and hatching eggs. Experience Point Power Water, I believe water types get more experience points. Stuff like that. None of these really appeal to me at the moment, but good to know in case you ever want to feed your Pokemon some food. And there's really not much to this little village. You can kind of talk to people, get some flavor text out of the way, but it's really just something to walk around in and not much to interact with, which is unfortunate. A lot of the towns kind of are that. You can't really go into anyone's house, and only a couple of people have interesting things to say. So it really is incentivizing you to just run around and do things. Don't stay in one area for too long. Oh. I guess now that we're out and about, we can try to use the camera app here. Down on the D-pad. And we can take pictures. You can also play music. Alright, let's how do I... Y button, here we go. Selfie time. I can do emotes. What's this? Rotate the camera, do a little fisheye lens, womp womp. Bought a fisheye lens and make a rap video with a couple of friends. Cool. Can I... Never mind. Alright, we got it. I was hoping to hide the UI, but it doesn't matter. Our first picture in the game! During a bout of aimless wandering, our Lechonk learned a new move, and we taught it Mudshot. As far as shinies are concerned, by the way, if I do find a shiny Pokemon, I'm going to make the decision of... I could use it on my team even if I didn't pull it specifically from a booster pack. But I also do want to kind of try to do something where if I pull like a secret rare from a booster pack, that I do shiny hunt that Pokemon, if it is a Pokemon that I pull. I've got 2. He's got 2? Bro, 2 whole Pokemon, and they're not dissected at all? Whole Pokemon? Oh, man. You better not have 2 Azurill. That's going to be embarrassing for him. Oh, level 4? This is going to be... Yeah. Getting one-shot by a Lechonk? That's embarrassing. Houndour? Well, I've got a ground move for that. Groundour. Yep, he's got 2. 2 Pokemon 6 feet under. Man, just seeing Igglybuff and Fido off in the background there. That was not possible in Switch 1 version. Sorry, saw a thing, so obviously... Oh, there's another thing. So many sparklies. Getting distracted. So easy to do. Ooh, a netball? Heck yeah. While we're out here. Left on the D-pad changes, or brings up your customized menu. We can change into one of 4 uniforms. Spring uniform, so you get suspenders. Autumn uniform, so you can get a vest. Winter uniform, so you can get a sweater and jeans. Or summer uniform, so you can get shorts. I don't really like the shorts look. I like the winter uniform a lot better than anything else. And if you don't want to wear a hat, you can just take it off. You can also put on a cap or a helmet. In case you really want to go for the Pokemon Rider look from Gen 7. But yeah, you can just customize how you look whenever you want when you're out in the field. But the only thing I don't like personally is that you can only wear clothes that are your uniform. Your other clothes, they don't exist. It's just uniforms. Everything else about your appearance you can change, just not the clothes, which is a little unfortunate. Because sometimes I just want to be able to wear, like, a green shirt or something. Hi, Bonsly. Get over here. Where's the new thing? There you are. It's Strudel, a poison normal type, and the pre-evolved version of a Pokemon that was revealed pretty early in the game's like hype cycle. Pre-evolution of a thing called Grafii. Strudel was caught. I really like Grafii for some reason. I think part of it is that it reminds me of a Pokemon version of what Poison Jam from Jet Set Radio reminds me of. So, yeah, having a Grafii called Poison Jam just feels right to me. Anyway, here's a rat. Stupid rat. I don't like Pikachu that much, so not a big fan of that entire line. I mean, it's okay in utility, but it's not my thing. I'm sure I could get a lot of flack for that. But mascot of Pokemon, not a big fan. Alright, let's stray back, or we strayed from the path, one of the several paths to our objective. But let's get back on the walking path. Well, the walking path is usually the place where you'll be seeing Pokemon trainers. So it's gonna be fewer wild Pokemon, more trainers. So keep that in mind for your adventuring purposes. But this guy's only got a level 5 Gulpin, and it got one shot by a pig, so that's embarrassing. I think I'm a little too high level for this. Maybe I shouldn't be stopping at every person I see. But hey, physical electric move here in the form of Nuzzle. It's not very strong, but it might make better use of Pawmi's stats, Zap's stats. Alright, let's move on. Sunkern, sunbathing. Another Sunkern way off in the distance. Man, hard to believe I could see that. Again, Switch 2 version. Crazy. Oh, I didn't even see Strudel there. Another Pokemon Center, so close to the last one. Guess this is it, said that trainer. Been having some nice battles. If we talk to this guy, we get to get rewarded, but only if we've been fighting trainers. And if you clear his challenge, you get a little TM, or a useful item. I don't remember what the useful items are, but I do remember that he gives you TMs. Alright, let's get into Mesa Goza. But first...
Oh yeah, what a geek! Did you battle some trainers on the hill? Bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. How about you show me how much you all have learned in a battle?
Sure thing.
Alright, nothing like having a friend around. Come on, what a geek, let's have us a fruitful battle.
Take your positions and fight. There he is!
Seem like you're getting better at this, so I'm coming at you with 2 Pokemon this time.
She also has 2? Like that other trainer down the hill? Sure was nice of her to heal my Pokemon before the fight. Oh no, he glared. What do I do? I was hoping that would do more, but oh well.
You really work your type matchups. I can tell how badly you want to win.
Yeah, ground type attacks are super effective against fire types. Oh, nice. Guess I was in a damage range to be able to knock him out from that. Oh, she has a Palmy as well.
I'm doing even better than I expected. You're legit, what a geek.
Rat.
Battling you is a blast. Think I better pull out my ace in the hole.
What are you gonna do? Region gimmick! Whoa, it's crystalline and it's got a light bulb. It's dangerous.
Terastallizing is always a solid strategy. It gives moves of the Pokemon's Terra type more power.
Zap! Well, it didn't look like it did much, but trust me, Terastallization is actually pretty strong. Turns the Pokemon into one type, and any moves of that type are boosted. If the Pokemon itself is naturally the type of what it's terastallizing into, then instead of getting a 2 times same type attack bonus, or a 1.5 times same type attack bonus, it gets a 3 times, I believe. The math might be actually that a terastallized Pokemon using a stab move that is also super effective turns into a 3 times damage boost as opposed to just a 2 plus 1.5 times. The math isn't mathing out. It's just stronger if you do a terastallized Pokemon.
Look at you, taking on a terastallized opponent and winning, no problem. But you don't fully understand terastallization? What are you, a fake gamer? Come to think of it, you can't terastallize your Pokemon yet, huh? Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. You're so good with Pokemon battles, I forget how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Anyway, it was fun to battle you. Here, have some revives as thanks. Now Mesa Goza is waiting just past this gate. At last, the city where our school is. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in the city, so I'm going to take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon.
I think I'm also going to take a quick breather and take a break for the day. But first, Mesa Goza, a big sprawling city and one of the only load points in Paldea. Like loading station. You enter into the Mesa Goza like environs, and the game actually loads you into it. Every other part of Paldea, you just walk around through.
Alright, here I am. We finally made it, huh? This is Mesa Goza, the biggest city in Paldea. It's been a big trade hub since a long time ago. Lots of folks come here to learn about advances in technology and all kinds of other stuff. There's a hair salon where you can change your look, plus places with tasty food and fixings. What do you want to see first, What a Geek?
The hair salon.
Oh, you're a fashionista, are you? Or maybe you just want a practical do that won't get in your eyes when you're battling. Oh, and speaking of battling, let's go. I want to be sure you'll be able to terrestrialize your Pokemon too, What a Geek. There's a few things I gotta get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. There's so much to do. Grab a bite, buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. If you want my personal recommendation, you've got to see Delibird Presents. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready. The stairs up to school are no joke. Later then, get pumped for some terrestrializing.
Thanks, Class Prez. Alright, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more Scarlet and Violet. Specifically Violet. Yeah, spinning!